Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Maria West here with episode 400. And it has been a long, long time since I have actually done a video like this where it's just me, myself, and I. So I thought this would be a great start because I'm launching a new video series regarding self-care and well-being. And so let's talk about spiritual hygiene and what is at the forefront of spiritual hygiene, but personal hygiene, right? Because we are in these physical bodies as spiritual beings, and there is a certain maintenance to our physical bodies and our physical existence that we really need to get to. Now, I have been traveling a lot for the last couple of years. And in addition to that, I've lived abroad in several different countries and have had to really make my way through the masses, waltzing in and out of the matrix with various smells and lots of different people and seeing this, that, and the other thing. Now, recently during my travels, I've noticed some certain things, spending an inordinate amount of time waiting for transport. So we're talking being at car rental places, airport terminals and gates, going through lines, security lines, custom lines, waiting at gates for the flights, and running into all sorts of people. Yes, it doesn't matter whether you've got global entry or not, delays are going to happen. Now, hanging out in these places, I've realized, and it doesn't seem to matter where I am, what country I'm in. Oh my God, people fucking stink. They do, they stink. Um, People are fucking dirty, smelly, and disgusting. There's body odor overload. We're talking flaky, greasy, dirty, uncombed hair. We're talking about runny noses getting wiped on sleeves. Inappropriate even for a 4-year-old to do. Where are the parents, right? We are talking bad breath, boogers, the smell of feet, balls, ass, and yeah, you chica mias fucking on the fly. Yes, I'm gonna go there. Please do us all a favor and make sure you wash yourselves because if you don't think no one can smell what you've been up to, you are wrong. I know I'm being gross, and maybe it is because many people are still overrun by 7-19, the COVID, maybe, where everyone seems to be entitled to not care what they look like, the kinds of clothes that they wear, whether they're dirty, tattered, and they want to be sloppy and they want to wear dirty clothes. I can't stand it. Or not even bathing or washing their face, brushing their teeth, combing their hair. Maybe it is the NPC, the non participating character way of being. That is zombies being zombies, and all of this gone viral, taking over the Matrix for real, because many folks are just not conscious of it. But whatever it is, people like me, like you perhaps, we have to share in the space, waltzing in and out of these Matrix facilities. And you know what? I do not like it. I don't like it. So, I thought it would be noteworthy for me to mom y'all and to go full on babushka because I am legally a babushka officially. Um, to remind you all in this reminder video to please, before you leave your houses and go out into the public domain, clean yourselves up for fuck's sake. Okay? Now, given my conjecture that most folks are actual NPCs, I'm perhaps being ridiculous, but I don't think so. Okay. So here we go with my observations and some suggestions from the top down. So please don't get offended if you think I'm talking about you because I'm not. Okay. So let's just kind of check ourselves with the sort of narcissistic filters where you think I'm talking about you because I'm probably not. All right. Let's talk about hair. We're talking dandruff. We're talking about scalp scabs. We're talking about bald spots. We're talking about greasy, filthy, smelly hair out in public. Okay? Don't do it. And don't even do it if you're covering all that stuff up because you don't want to wash or you're too lazy to do it. Covering up with ball caps and beanies that also stink, where you can see the grease that's accumulating. Please don't go there. Okay. Wash your hair. Wash your hair, kids. Please wash your hair. Wash the hats. Wash the beanies. Comb your hair out. Really act like you care. Let's talk about eyes, shall we? Did y'all just fall out of bed? Did you forget to wash the sleep out of your eyes, out of your face, off your face? I mean, we're talking eye boogers, right? Sleep, the crusties all over your eyelashes, mucus. It's just so foul. And it seems like out in the public domain, people just don't care. People don't care. They don't even know. Like, how did you get here? Okay. Um, Also for you ladies who wear a lot of eye makeup, who wear eye makeup, watch out here in the corners and take care that you don't have stuff accumulating there or running. Like I'm noticing that my eyeliner is already starting to smudge. Okay. Be aware of this kind of stuff. All right. Yeah, because we're talking about we're talking about all this gross stuff, I know. But it needs to be talked about because I think there is a level of awareness because people are distracted or they're too busy to care, or perhaps they just don't care. But I'm gonna tell you, I care. I want to see it. All right, let's talk about the nose. All right, we're talking boogers, more crusties, nose hairs that like stick out and poke people practically. We're talking about congestion, runny nose, blackheads, whiteheads all around here. Also, just this kind of snotty way of just being where you don't have a tissue on hand, you don't have a handkerchief on hand. Think about it. Have those things on the ready along with a mirror. All right, let's talk ears now. Yes. So, not that long ago, I was on a plane and there was a woman sitting next to me, and I couldn't help it because she had like these beautiful earrings. However, when she turned, I noticed that there was this crust that was forming right where her earrings were hanging. And then I also noticed a little ball of earwax just sitting. I was like, what the fuck? And of course, I was like really kind of put off by that. So, kids, get a Q-tip. Mm-hmm. Every time you take a shower, please clean your ears out. Be mindful about what's going on in there. And if you have jewelry and your piercings are leaking, please take care to take off your jewelry, right? Take them off so that when you're in a shower, you can clean them and whatever oozing is coming from your piercing site, that you can clean that off because that is a necessity. All right. Keep your piercings clean, keep your jewelry clean. Um, and yes, by all means, get a set of Q-tips. I mean, the boxes are like really convenient. You can get these little tiny boxes that you can slip in your purse. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. I feel like I'm bitching. I'm not. I'm being a grandma, okay? Just do it. All right, let's move on to our mouths. Okay. So we're talking brushing your teeth. Tongue scraping is very, very important. Making sure that your dental hygiene is secure. That is, go to the dentist, deal with your cavities, deal with your bad breath, deal with your gums. Okay. Um, I'm going to have a link below on a woman named Dr. Ellie, who I am following on the YouTube, who has some like really amazing tips for really taking charge of your mouth care, gum care, dental care. She even advocates that you may not even ever have to go to the dentist again. But those of you who are mouth breathers, I have found out recently that mouth breathing is one of the main causes of tooth decay and halitosis. Imagine that. And so they have special tapes where you can actually tape your mouth shut while you sleep to help train you to breathe through your nose. And I hear it helps with snoring. Okay, so I would keep xylitol mints or gum on hand just to keep that going. And for you ladies who wear makeup like lip gloss, lip balm, lipsticks, that gooey glosses, which I am not a fan of, take care to see what's going on here because spit and excess goopy stuff can accumulate. And guys, mustaches and beards, pay attention to what's going on here because that too can happen to you. All right, let's go on to armpits. All right. Now, in my travels, I have seen more times than I care to unbelievable underarm stains on men and women who are wearing halter tops, tank tops, sleeveless tops. And there is this yellow or orangey residue right at the pits. That is residue from the antiperspirants and the toxic deodorants that people are applying. And they are not obviously, whilst in the shower, soaping it up and moving that shit off of the skin and off of the body. Okay. So be very, very conscious that if you have markings here and here, it's from your antiperspirant and deodorant, and that you ought to start cleaning that area up and detoxifying it. Okay. And I'm going to have some tips as to how to shower properly. Yes, I'm going to go there. All right. Once upon a time, I was a massage therapist. Yes. And I specialized in a lot of different body types, mostly a lot of very heavy set body types, simply because that was just one of my things. And I'm small. I can, get on people and really get in there. Well, one day I was working on this person who was very, very plus size, and I lost my balance and my hand slipped into one of the folds, and I was literally knocked off of my balance because I had dislodged a piece of Kleenex that had unleashed this odor into the room that actually made me sick. Okay. So I have noticed, yes, I have noticed some things at airports where people are not taking care to clean in their folds, in their rolls, anything that has lodged there. And that includes food and things like that. So please do take care of that. And including women who have heavy breasts, food can get in your cleavage and stay there, it's not good. It's not good. Okay. All right. I know. Am I offending you? I'm so sorry. All right. Belly button. That happens. This happens. Food, lint, grease, whatever else. When you're in the shower, clean it out, get the lint out, get the food out, get the smell out because it will start to smell. All right. Let's move on to the crotch. Yes, the vagina and the scrotum and the bunghole, all of that, you got to wash it up. You got to get in there and you got to wash it up and make sure after you wash it off, you clean it off, wash it off, you dry it off completely before you put on your clean underwear. I know, seems like a no-brainer, but apparently not. Okay, skincare is important, and we're going to get to that, but I want to get to manicures and pedicures. Take care of your hands, people. Take care of your feet. And so I recommend getting regular manicures and pedicures. You don't have to go out and pay for it. You can actually do it yourself. It's actually a nice ritual of self-care that I highly recommend. So go and do it. Um, Hands, take care of your cuticles. Take care of your nails. I can't tell you how disgusting it is for me to be sitting next to someone. And, it's one thing if your manicure, your nail polish is starting to crack. It's a totally different scene when you look at someone's hands and there's fucking dirt under these raggedy fingernails or these nails that are disgusting and they're yellowed. It's like, oi, gewalt. Okay. We need to pay attention to that. Also, pay attention to your feet. The same thing. Get under the nail, clean all that off, soak your feet in Epsom salt, scrub away, use pumice stone, um, cuticle cutters, the whole 9 yards. Wash your feet, kids. And please, after you wash your feet, don't put your clean feet in dirty socks and dirty shoes. Okay? It's not helpful. All right. So I just thought I would mention that. Now, let's talk about the art of showering, shall we? Okay. Now, I taught my kids this, and maybe I'm just too much of a clean freak, but this is what I do. It works. I love smelling fresh. I'm told quite often how nice I smell, that I smell like a cake, which is what I like. I like to smell like food, so those are the scents that I tend to go for. So when it comes to regular showers, 3 steps. Okay, the first step is the initial cleanup. And what I like to use a minty fresh liquid soap. Dr. Bronner's is really good. Is it Bronner's? Bronner's, I believe. You can get that anywhere. I've gotten it in Deutschland. I've gotten it in London. You can buy it anywhere. It's pretty international, but it's fresh. And you soap yourself up, lather yourself up thoroughly. You know, the pits, the crotch, your ears, behind your neck, all that kind of stuff. You can actually use it as shampoo. I find it to be a little harsh for me, but you can go there. But what's great about it is that you use one of those exfoliating cloths or a brush. You can dry brush before you get in the shower to loosen up dead skin, and it gets the first layer of dirt off. The second washing, I like to use a more of the scrub. Sometimes I'll use a salt scrub. Now, no, if you use a salt scrub regularly at home, please take care that your plumbing may back up because all of that grease and all of the hair, all of the soap scum will accumulate. So you have to make sure that you clear out your drains on a regular basis just as maintenance before it starts backing up because it's pretty disgusting. So just an aside. But during the second washing, I like to use either a soap scrub kind of thing, or with the either a loofah or with the exfoliating cloth to do another run through all over the body, and then rinsing that off. And then the third cleaning, I generally will use a very conditioning body moisturizing soap that has my favorite scent, vanilla or chocolate, is really, really good for me. And I do that up and I rinse off. Okay. So 3 steps. Okay. Now, when you wash, make sure to get in your crotch, get in your butt, get in your butthole. That's right. Get in it. I know it sounds funny, but you really have to do it. Okay. You really have to do it because all of that stuff, including your pits and your feet, scrub your feet, scrub your hands, your pits, just do it. And you're going to feel much better. It's refreshing. And what you're doing is you are taking off the dead skin cells that are accumulating. And of course, dead skin cells are going to harbor a lot of really disgusting stuff because it's basically your skin detoxifying and letting go of the dead stuff. Now, let's talk about washing your hair regularly. Now, for me, I have very, very dry hair and I have gray hair that's getting more silver and more white. Yay! But my scalp is very dry. So for me, I wash once a week. Okay. And in between, I will use a very nice and gentle dry shampoo to absorb the excess oils and to keep my hair fresh. All right. For some of you, you're going to have to wash your hair every single day because your scalp builds up a lot of sebum every day and is oily and greasy. Yeah, clean it off. For some people, you might have dandruff, eczema, or seborrhea. You will have to use some medicated shampoos to deal with that, but please deal with it because it's really unsightly to be traveling and you're sitting next to someone and there's just like flakes everywhere and they're kind of like whipping their hair around. It's like, oh my Lord, have mercy, you know. I'm not I'm not flying first class or business class these days. So in coach, you're pretty close together. It's quite nasty. So please be conscious of that and be conscious and very selective and discerning about the kinds of products that you use on your hair and use them specifically for your hair type. Once a month, I take castor oil and because my hair is very, very dry, I take castor oil, I put it all over my scalp and my hair to the ends, and I wrap it in saran wrap and I sleep with it. It's pretty disgusting and messy, but it's part of what I do to maintain my hair. Okay. All right, let's see. Where are we now? Okie dokie. Now, when you get out of the shower, towel dry to the point where you're kind of still damp, and apply a refreshing body lotion or combination body lotion and body oil to keep your skin, the mantle of your skin, hydrated, moisturized, and conditioned. Okay. Otherwise, you end up with really dry, leathery, flaky skin, and that is not attractive. Okay. My man puts the stuff on himself. That was a big attractor for me. I love men who take care of themselves. Now, not girly men. Okay. They know the value of what it is to be well groomed, well kempt, and well moisturized so that your skin is glowy and nice and really beautiful to the touch. Okay. That is all it is. Now, I make my own stuff. Make sure the products, your moisturizer, your oil, are completely absorbed into your skin before you put on your clothes because you can stain your clothes. You don't want to do that. Now, I make my own potions. The Scotsman and I, we make our own potions, a combination of castor oil, shea butter, sometimes coconut oil, olive oil, um, cocoa butter, which is so nice because it smells all chocolatey. I love it, love it, love it, love it. I also use my own potions where I add a little vanilla to the castor oil, and I also use that on my face overall, especially if I'm not wearing makeup that day. Um, so let's see. Here's a note. Here's a note, and please do not be offended. If you have an autoimmune disorder, diabetes, liver disease, kidney disease, cancer, or some kind of chronic illness, I highly recommend that you regularly do a gentle dry brushing before you do a shower, receive gentle massage, lymphatic drainage, partake in light movement, light exercise that will help keep your lymphatics moving, the toxins moving out of your body to improve your health and skin condition through exfoliating and moving the lymph. Now, the lymphatics do not have their own peristaltic movement. So you need to do a light feathery touch along the lymphatic drainage pathways. And I'm actually going to be doing a video to show you how to do that. So stay tuned to that. But this practice, the practice of the dry brushing, the massage, the light gentle movement, the regular showering is going to help you keep your body odor fresh because these illnesses have a tendency to leave one's body odor on the sort of sour and pungent and strong side. So, let yourself receive that kind of pampering. Also, the other thing that helps kids, and this is basic, is regularly laundering and changing your towels, your beddings, your clothes, your underwear, your socks. All right. We're talking basic stuff. All right. Don't keep putting on the same stuff over and over and over and over again without washing them first. Okay. So, you can opt in for nice skincare routines to up level your self-care, your self-pampering for your face and for your body, your skin. Using gua sha and lymphatic drainage tools. We'll talk about that more in my do-it-yourself video that's coming up soon. Now, before you go to bed, I want you guys to wash the day's funk, at the very least, off of your face if you're not going to opt in for a shower so that you don't have funk all over your bed. Okay. And make sure your pajamas are clean and fresh. So have more than one set of PJs on hand, please. Okay. Just do it. Just do it. You're going to thank me for it. Okay. Now, I like to shower before bed because it's part of my routine to unwind from my day. And I always feel better because I spend most of my days listening to all sorts of people upchuck traumas, dramas, pains, and suffering. I don't like a whole lot of that stuff in my field, in my energy field, and on me with the projection. So when I shower, I'm doing actually a clearing process as well. So that's very, very helpful. And it's actually really, really good to do. I also have a regular skincare routine for the day and for the evening. And you all should figure that one out if you haven't already figured that one out as well. Let's see here. Okay, let's talk fragrances. Now, fragrances, perfumes, colognes, aftershave, they can be nice. They can be super, super toxic. Now, I want you all to take care that you do not cover up your body odor uh, with perfume, aftershave, body sprays, etc. Okay? Because it doesn't work. I also don't want you to overdo it if you are clean, because that's not good either. Now, good options for fragrances are essential oil based rather than the toxic commercial perfumes that are really toxic to your well-being to the point where you won't be able to think straight. I've actually gotten physically ill walking through the airport terminal in London, where you're at Heathrow, where you're just overwhelmed by all the sort of fragrance kiosks. It's like nobody needs that shit. I actually have gotten sore throats where my throat has gotten burned by smelling that kind of shit. It's really, really toxic. Some people like it. I'm not a fan of it. And like I said, the scents that I like tend to be chocolatey, vanilla, jasmine, but not too strong. Okay. Now, if you smoke, whether you're smoking pot or smoking cigarettes, whether it's commercial or you roll your own, do let your house air out, let yourself air out, let your clothes air out, because smoke, whatever it is going to cling to your skin, your hair, your clothes, your furnishings all over your house, your curtains, everything else. And that kind of stuff, it gets stale. So that's something to think about. Um, and the no-brainer of washing your clothes regularly, cleaning your house regularly, maintaining your clothing. If it's ripped, do something about it. If the zipper is ripped, do something about it. Also with your footwear, change your shoelaces, get the soles of your favorite shoes redone, get the insoles replaced with something new and fresh. Okay. Watch that you don't track dirt and shit into your house or into your car with your footwear. Now, tools, fresh and clean smelling, non toxic liquid soaps, bar soaps, body wash, shampoos, and conditioners appropriate for your skin type, your hair type, um, and something that is pleasing for you. I think that's a no-brainer, right? Um, Nail care sets, nail clippers, cuticle trimmers, nail files, nail buffers, hand lotion, okay? Um, Tweezers, Q-tips, yes, cotton balls, cotton pads, nice comb, nice brushes, back scrubbers, pumice stones, um, exfoliating cloths. These are all disposable. Washcloths and towels. Okay. Please, I don't say it. Again, wash these regularly so that they will be clean and fresh, as if you live in a very cold environment or a humid environment. Towels will harbor a lot of gross bacteria and they won't smell very nice either. And that smell will actually transfer onto your face and your skin. So, also sanitary wipes and panty liners. And if you have bladder issues and bladder leakage, really find a good source of comfortable pads that are invisible. You don't have to wear a diaper, and have extra garments on hand just in case. Lotions and oils are that are essential oil based can not only freshen and soothe, but also uplift one's mood and mindset. And like I said, if you're going to use perfume and scents, make sure that you're not walking around as a toxic cloud that literally poisons folks that are in your pathway or in your vicinity. Other tools, mirrors with a magnifier, small mirrors, handheld mirrors. Utilize full-length mirrors to check out what's going on back there. Okay, it's good to do a check to see if your clothing fits, if your clothing is dirty, if there are snags, if there are stains, if there are wet spots, etc. Um, Clean your toothbrushes, replace your toothbrushes every 2 to 3 months. Um, there are really fabulous plastic picks that you can use to deal with tartar and all that kind of stuff. Good non-toxic mouthwash and mints, not to mention the eye drops, nose drops, yes, saline solutions, tissues and handy wipes, yes, very, very good to have. And skincare products like your face creams and your serums. I like the basic ones like Vaseline, and I use all that stuff as hand cream as well. And whether you make or buy them, personal care products are very essential for uplifting your well-being, maintaining youthful skin, clean, healthy, well-conditioned skin. So bear that in mind. And I'm going to put this that in addition to personal hygiene, yes. Yeah, spiritual hygiene is really exemplified by the shadow work that you do. And when I'm talking shadow work, I'm talking shadow work that up levels your mindset, up levels your attitude, up levels the kinds of relationships that you have. It can also clear the deck to purge all the stuff that you've outgrown, including relationships and people, beliefs, um, to uplevel your prosperity and your magnetism to good things. Okay. Stop indulging in the matrix fear mongering. Stop indulging in it. Allow yourself to be different from everyone else. Choose peace, my loves. Okay, my darlings, that is my speech. I hope this is helpful. And if you're offended, what can I say? I am an equal opportunity offender. I offend myself sometimes. I want you guys to be kind to yourselves, love your bodies, up level your thoughts, up level your self-talk. Allow your self-talk to be loving and appreciative of all that you are and all that you do and all that you are becoming. Decide that your layer of the universe is loving and friendly and has your back. Okay, my loves, until next time, thank you for tuning in. Here is to love, truth, and beauty. Mwah! Bye-bye for now.